Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Khoj Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation is Sri Rag Mahalla Panjwa Kar Satwa. Tere Bharosai Piare, मैं लाड लडाया, भुल्लै चूके बारिक, तू हर पिता माया. सुहेला कहन कहावन, तेरा बिखम पावन रहाओ. हाँ मान तान करो तेरा, हाँ जानो बापा. सब ही मद सबहते बाहर, बेसुमार बापा. पिता हाँ जानो नाही तेरी कवन जुगता. बंधन मुक्त संतो मेरी राखे ममता. भय कृपाल ठाकुर रहो आवण जाना. गुर मिल नानक पार ब्रह्म पछाना. तेरे भरोसे प्यारे मैं लाड लडाया, भूले चूके बारिक, तू हर पिता माया. हाँ मान तान करो तेरा, हाँ जानो आपा. सब ही मद सबे ते बाहर, बेहमताज बापा. I've chosen these two lines to highlight and to emphasize the fact that in this passage, the Guru is saying, with trust in you, the beloved, he's addressing the beloved, with trust in you did I indulge myself. We are your children who have lost the way. You are the supreme, our father and mother. Further, he goes on, I draw my honor and strength from you. I know you are my own, present in everyone, yet not contained. You sustain us without exception. So we see that this passage ascertains the self and is understood within the frame of a parental relationship. The Supreme Self is addressed as a bemutaj bappa, a carefree father who expects nothing from his children, as well as a mother, pita maya. And we, the children, are depicted as sharing a trusting and playful intimacy with the parent. Main lad ladaya. But we are children who have lost their way because they're engrossed in play. Pule chuke barik. But yet, as children, we feel privileged in the knowledge of having a caring parent who will come to the rescue. Tere Bharosai Piare. So the message is that it points to a shared nature, that we are essentially of the same substance as the Eternal One, and that there is a commonality between us, and maybe not identical, but we certainly are co-equal in some ways. And we need to remember that as children, we have certain privileges that include our security. We have a certain amount of authority. In other words, we have a certain amount of control over nature and things like that, and a degree of freedom. And the freedom includes the freedom to violate the rules in the Father's home. So living here in the world, we have a certain degree, maybe not absolute, but a certain degree of freedom to do as we choose. And then, of course, there is this lament, Pita, Haun jano nahi tere kavan jugta. What is that method by which I can find my way home? I do not know. Bandhan mukta santo meri rakhe mamata. So to the perfected ones, I pray for guidance. So these are those who are on the path and have achieved a certain threshold and know the way back. So these lines here are very interesting in that they reflect the cries of a stranded child reaching out for the parent, not knowing the way home. But then the master, the self, Bhai Kripal Thakur, is benevolent and of course comes to the child's rescue. How does that happen? Gur mil Nanak par brahm pashana. Through Guru enlightenment has Nanak recognized the Supreme Creator Being. So the parent sends a trusted agent, in this case, good wisdom, to guide the child home. So if you recall, the previous passage spoke to the duality of opposites and the matrix of categories within which human life is framed. In this passage, the central message becomes Sohela kahan kahavan, tera bikham pavan. It is easy to assert our and claim our rights as children. However, it is not quite so easy to live up to our purposes and to our responsibilities. And so, therefore, this is what we need to keep in mind. That one, we have a dual nature. We have the creator essence within us, but we also have an ego consciousness that stands opposed to it. And in order to transform our ego consciousness, we have to walk the will, which is overcoming egoic tendencies that cause disharmony within and without. And the way to do that is to seek the Gur, the Satgur, as the guide. That, in essence, is the message here. It talks about a parent-child relationship, and we can recognize some of the same things that go on in world relations. With that thought, we leave you until the next time. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.